Hello. So it's been a long time since I filmed, and kind of wanted to make a video to talk about why and a couple of things that have been going on with my life and just some things that are going to be going on, I guess, on my channel, and just kind of have like a little chit chat. So I figured the easiest way to do that would be to do like an updated quick get ready with me makeup tutorial. Let me turn this light on. So I'm gonna go ahead and just sort of get ready and talk about some things that have been going on, and if you want to see an updated version of my get ready quick routine or whatever I called it, then that's what this is for. So I'm going to start off with my skincare. I got sort of like a sampler pack of the Tatcha skincare from Sephora that I've been liking, so that's what I'm using. So the first thing I kind of wanted to talk about was like my personal life, just because there's some stuff that's happened that I felt like I should update on, just because I had mentioned it on my channel before, and I don't want to talk too in detail about it because it is my personal life, and like, I'm not trying to have all of my business on my YouTube channel, but if you've watched my videos before, then I had mentioned that I was engaged and getting married, and I also did a wedding makeup tutorial, and that did happen. I got married, but I am now divorced. I don't really want to talk too much about why or what happened. If you're my friend, then you know what happened, and if not, then you know it's not really anybody's real business. Another thing you may notice is that I look a little bit different. So I've done my moisturizer and everything. So I'm just going to go ahead and prime. I'm going to use two primers. I also got this in the sampler pack with Tatcha. And then I've got this Becca Backlight priming filter. So I look a little bit different, to say the least. I'm just grabbing my mirror and putting it right here so that I can look at my face while I put this on. But I put on the Backlight after the Tatcha. So I look a little bit different because I have lost approximately 50 pounds in the past 2 years. And basically I had gained a bunch of weight. You probably couldn't tell in my videos that I had gained a lot of weight because I was already at the starting point of me gaining weight by the time I had started filming, so you can't really tell too much. But I gained about 50 pounds and now I've lost it again. And so obviously my face looks different now, and that's what happened there. As far as how I gained and lost weight, I gained weight when I started my birth control, and I had mentioned it to my OBGYN, and she said that it wasn't my birth control, but that she switched me onto something else to see if that would help. It didn't. And then I switched a couple more times to different forms of hormonal birth control, and it wasn't really working out for me as far as losing any weight. So I just thought, well, I guess it just must be getting older and that my body's changed. So I guess I'm just gonna have to do something about it myself. So I started seeing a therapist and stuff and talking to them, and you know, figuring out why I was so tired all the time so that I could actually work out. Nothing was helping. And then I had gotten an ulcer probably about 2 years now ago that they wanted to just double check and make sure everything was okay, so they gave me an ultrasound, and the ultrasound showed masses on my liver. I'm going in with a Glossier Perfecting Skin Tint. This is the lightest shade they have. I think it's just called Light. And then the light concealer as well, stretch concealer. So they found masses on my liver, and I got a couple more scans done and an MRI, and they determined that it was hemangiomas, which are completely benign. They're just on my liver, but they said that I couldn't take any more hormonal medications of any sort, even my birth control, because it makes them grow and makes them worse. And hemangiomas are totally fine when they're small, you just have to know that they're there. But when they get too big, it can cause problems. So I went back to my OBGYN and got the copper IUD, which is I think called like the Paragard or something like that. But after that, my weight started dropping again, back to my before weight. So my OBGYN may argue that it was not because of that, but it seems like too big of a coincidence that that happened. So I haven't filmed in a while because I suffer from chronic depression, and it was just too hard to get up the energy to do. I was just basically trying my best to keep my life semi on track. I'm going to be moving at the end of this month, October. I'm going to be moving in with my mom so that I can save some money. I won't be paying rent anymore, and sort of work on stuff. But yeah, that's about all as far as my personal life. I'm just putting the concealer under my eyes to sort of correct the darkness, but it's not like a very heavy duty concealer. It doesn't have a lot of coverage, so I'm just kind of enhancing. And then putting it around my nose and on any spots I have on my face to just sort of help mask them a little bit. But I have relatively decent skin, so like as far as like breakouts and stuff, like I still get breakouts every once in a while, but they're not that bad. So I don't do a lot of coverage on like a day-to-day basis, and honestly I just don't care enough about dark spots and dark circles and stuff. Like I just think that it's normal. So so now I'm going to set my under eyes with this Diffused Light Ambient Lighting Powder from Hourglass. This is like my favorite under eye setting powder. I've had it for a long time. I should probably get a new one sometime soon, but I'm not out, so. And then I also am going to use the Wowder for the rest of my face, at least in the shiny areas. Alright, so that was, you know, what's been going on with my life and everything. Videos are going to start coming back to my channel now that I'm feeling better and I'm not as depressed. I am going to continue my palette series. I never want anybody to feel like they need to buy the palette that I have just because I have it. I'm not going to be like, you absolutely need this in your life, because it's one of those things where it's like everybody has different preferences and everybody has different tastes, and you know, some people don't like the color choices or whatever, like the formulas of different products. So like, just use what you have. I'm just using this tiny brush to powder my face because I don't feel like getting another one dirty. It would be more effective if I used a bigger one, but whatever. So I am also going to do a couple of videos focusing on different colors because I really enjoy watching videos where people discuss how they pair different colors. I think it's cool and interesting. Now I'm just going to quickly contour with this contour stick. It's called the Gel Sculpt Silhouette from Illamasqua. It's just like a really easy product to use, so I like it. So yeah, like I was saying, everybody has different preferences and everybody likes different stuff, so never feel like you have to buy something just because I have it or because I used it in a video. I'm not really planning on being like a review channel. I don't really want to do that. That's not what interests me. There are tons of really great review channels out there, and you know, tons of channels that people work really hard on. So if that's what you want, then this isn't it. Now I'm going to go in with these Glossier cloud paints. I'm just going to mix a little both of Puff and Beam, just to add a little bit of color back to my cheeks. So yeah, I'm going to do some color series, and I'm going to do some different looks with different palettes and different stuff. So I am going to be recording those. Now that being said, if there's ever a palette that you have that you want to see me use, I'd be more than happy to look into it. But do keep in mind that this is something that I wanted to kind of touch on a little bit. There are certain brands that I just will not buy from or support based on different things. I don't really want to talk about the reasons. If you ask for me to use something, I'll just say I don't plan on buying that, and I'll leave it at that, because I don't really want to like deal with all the drama. I just don't want to support brands that I don't feel comfortable in supporting. So now I'm going to use the Glossier Haloscope in Quartz. I just take it on my finger off of the stick and pat it on like the parts of my face that are already sort of highlighted to emphasize it. And then I'll blur it with a finger. But yeah, so that's just something to keep in mind. Now as far as products being mentioned in my video, again, like I said, don't feel like you have to buy something just because I have it or use it, but I will list everything that I use, including brushes, in my descriptions just in case you want to know what it is. But just because it's listed in my video doesn't necessarily mean that I like the product or that I recommend it, because some of the things that I've used in the past in videos, as well as things that I will probably continue to use, are not the best. They're just things that I have, so I feel like since I bought it, I should use it and try to make the best of it. I think that most products aren't unusable, so I feel like it's useful to see people use things that maybe are more difficult to use or maybe may not be the best quality product, and try to make it into something that looks effective and looks nice. So that's kind of my goal with keeping those products, because some people might say like, oh, if you don't use it, then why are you going to use it on camera? It makes it seem like you like it, but that's not really the case. I just think that it can be useful. Like if you already have something and you like want to try and use it because you don't want to have wasted your money. I'm just using the Glossier Boy Brow right now, by the way. I know it's a lot of Glossier products, but they're like sort of a more no makeup brand, so I think that it's good for this kind of a look. But yeah, so like I'm saying, I I think that it's still helpful for people to know how to use it. Like, well, maybe you like an eyeshadow palette's colors, but the formula isn't the best, or like you keep on buying a specific color that may be hard to formulate and you're just trying to figure out like why it won't work. I just think that it's helpful to have those kinds of videos where people can show you different tips and techniques and tricks to use something that may be a little bit more difficult to use, but you can still get a nice look out of it. So I just wanted to kind of touch on that a little bit. So almost done with my makeup. It's a pretty easy look. It wouldn't take so long if I didn't talk the whole time, but now I'm just curling my lashes. This is my favorite eyelash curler for my eye shape. I've mentioned it before, I think, but if not, it's from Shu Uemura, and it's like really small, so I can get it into the inner corners of my eyes. With most eyelash curlers I can't, because my eyes are deep set. So now I'm using the KUSH mascara from Milk. I like this mascara, but I do find that it does have a tendency to flake if I like touch my eyes at all, which I do my best not to, and most of the time I don't. But if I forget that I'm wearing mascara, or if I like get something in my eye and I like have to touch my eye, it's kind of annoying. But I like the way it makes my lashes look, so I don't know. I'll keep using it and see if I like it, but like I said before, I'm not really intending to be a reviews channel. I will sort of touch on different points on subjects, and you can decide whether you want to buy it or not. So yeah, that's basically all I wanted to talk about and all I wanted to say. I've been through a lot in the last couple of years, and I'm still going through a lot. And sometimes, oh, that's just perfect. That's alright. Once it dries, I'll just wipe it off. I'm human and I make mistakes, and I go through things, and sometimes life gets a little bit too difficult for me to do this, but I'm gonna try and start it back up again, because I enjoy doing makeup and I like showing people how to use stuff. So just waiting for this to dry so I can wipe it off. Now I'm using the MAC Extended Play Gigablack Lash Mascara, which is the longest name for a product. Like, it takes up almost the whole tube, and it's just kind of ridiculous, but whatever. It's a good mascara for your lower lashes because it's got a small wand, which is the only thing that I look for in a lower lash mascara, aside from I don't want it to like smudge, which this one doesn't. Because like I don't really need thickening or lengthening on the bottom lashes, because I have massively long bottom lashes, and I think that it looks weird on my lashes when I use something too thickening, because I don't have very many of them. But yeah, so just go ahead and take this dry sponge and kind of get most of this mascara off. It wasn't completely dry, so it kind of smudged a little bit, but that's alright, because just go back over it with my concealer a little. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. That's all I wanted to mention before I start videos back up on this channel. I haven't decided if I'm going to do voiceovers or if I'm going to do talk-through tutorials yet. I'm pretty sure voiceover, just because it's easier to deal with without it getting too long. I'm just going to moisturize my lips a little bit and then put on this lip scrub, because my lips are pretty dry. Like I was saying, I don't know if I'm going to do that yet or not, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be voiceovers. And I'm pretty excited about the different things that I'm going to be doing. I love Lush lip scrubs because you can just eat them. Because I don't feel like I'm getting a towel or anything. It is a little bit annoying when you get like some sugar like around your mouth that you didn't realize that was still there, and you're like, your lips together, and then, but whatever. Now I'm just going to use, you can't see it on this package, but I got a new one. It's the Red Wedding lip gloss from, what's the name of the company again? Shoot. It's not on this package anywhere, is it? Shiro Cosmetics. I don't know if they're still open or not, but I found it on Amazon, and this is like my favorite lip gloss ever. So I ordered another one as a backup because I'm getting low on this one. It's just the perfect color. And it honestly, it does look good on everybody who I know who's tried it. I've got a lot of friends who I was like, you have to try this lip gloss. It's like beautiful. Why am I trying to talk while I'm doing my lips? But what I do is I just kind of put it on and then pat it toward the edges, because I don't really want like a defined lip shape. I don't want it to look like lipstick. I just want it to look like I've got really red lips. And now I'm just going to set my face. I'm going to use a little bit of the MAC Prep and Prime, but I'm going to cover my eyes. This is MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus, whatever you want to call it. And then I'll use just like an Urban Decay all-nighter. I have like a little baby bottle, but I have a big bottle that I just refill the baby bottle out of so that I can carry this with me to travel. Because sometimes I do my makeup at work and I can only fit so much in my makeup bag. So to take up less space, I use travel size products, even though I'm only traveling to my work. But yeah, that's basically it. Keep an eye out for my videos. I'll go ahead and zoom you in so you can kind of see. My lashes got a little bit clumpy right there, but it's no big deal. I think that it looks like cool when it's like a little effortless looking, like maybe there's like a little bit of more clumpiness there than there. It just looks more natural, but just my lips. Beautiful. So yeah, that's all I had to say. I tried to keep it short as I could because my sister tells me I ramble too much in these videos, but I ramble, like that's one of my problems. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what products I use for my, you know, quick makeup looks, and some products that I've been like really liking lately. And yeah, I hope I see you on my next video. Bye.